Welcome to this explainer. When most of us hear the phrase ancient manuscript, we instantly picture like a dusty, decaying scroll locked away in some museum basement, right? Something totally irrelevant to our fast-paced digital lives. Well, today we are completely flipping that expectation on its head. We're not doing a dry academic breakdown of historical dates and dead languages here. Instead, we're taking a really deep dive into an ancient yet astoundingly practical guidebook on the true meaning of friendship. I am so pumped to share this text with you because it honestly challenges everything we thought we knew about being a good friend and how we support the people we care about every single day. So think about this for a second. What is the absolute greatest gift you can give a friend? Seriously, pause and think about it. Is it being a shoulder to cry on? Giving them some cash to tide them over? In our modern world, we are kind of obsessed with life hacks, productivity tips, and these really material ways to show our support. Our default setting is usually buying a stressed-out friend a coffee, sending them a funny meme on Instagram to distract them, or, let's be real, trying to immediately fix their problem with a whole bunch of unsolicited advice. And hey, we mean well. But today we're looking at a piece of ancient wisdom that suggests the ultimate gift is something entirely different, something internal, quiet, and profoundly more powerful than any quick fix.
Section 1. The Ancient Guide to Friendship. To truly understand this, we're going to look at our primary source material, an incredibly short but super rich early Buddhist text translated by Bhikkhu Sujato.
Okay, let's get into it. In academic circles, this text is officially known as SN 47.48. Actually, let's just stick to its given name, the Mitta Sutta. Just to break that down real quick, Mitta is the Pali word for friend, and sutta means a discourse or a teaching. So quite literally, this translates to the discourse on friends. It's essentially the Buddha laying out, in no uncertain terms, exactly how we should be interacting with the most crucial people in our lives.
Section 2. Who should we encourage? Now, before we get to what exactly we're supposed to be sharing, we need to nail down the who. Who makes the cut for this ancient advice?
The text explicitly calls out 4 distinct groups: friends, colleagues, relatives, and family. And honestly, what I love about this is how beautifully grounded it is. This isn't some mystical, abstract advice meant for isolated hermits meditating in a cave for 10 years. It's incredibly practical. The Buddha isn't telling us to go out and try to save the entire world right out of the gate. He's telling us to start right in our own backyards. This is aimed directly at our daily relationships, the people you literally share a workspace with, the relatives you see around the holiday dinner table, your closest confidants. These are your immediate circles of care.
But what's really fascinating here is the specific language about why we approach these people. The translation reads, "those for whom you have sympathy, and those worth listening to." So it's telling us that we share our support out of a wellspring of genuine, authentic sympathy. It's not about this rigid, begrudging obligation where you feel like, I have to help my coworker just because they sit in the cubicle next to me. No, it's a two-way street based on real connection. We offer this profound care to the people we naturally feel for, creating this mutual ripple effect with people who are receptive and, as the text perfectly puts it, worth listening to. It's all about investing your energy where there's already a shared foundation of respect.
Section 3. The 4 mindfulness pillars. So we know who we're talking to. Let's transition from the who to the what. What is this actual tool we're meant to share with our circles?
It's a great question, isn't it? If we aren't just giving them a pep talk, treating them to lunch, or trying to solve their external, day-to-day problems, what exactly are we sharing? Let's peel back the layers and look at the core mechanics of this practice.
The big reveal is right here in Bhikkhu Sujato's translation. The text says these people should be encouraged, supported, and established by you in the development of the 4 kinds of mindfulness meditation. I really want you to pay attention to those verbs: encouraged, supported, established. This is not a passive conversation. You aren't just, casually dropping the word mindfulness while you wait for the bus. You are actively rolling up your sleeves and helping your friends build a rock-solid foundation. You are handing them the ultimate internal tool for their own mental liberation.
And this brings us to the 4 foundations themselves, which are often known in Pali as satipatthana. Think of this as giving your friend a massive mental software update. It's how you reboot a crashing system. To give them this gift, you encourage them to observe 4 specific things. 1, the body. This just means tuning into the raw physical reality of the present moment. Instead of spiraling in anxiety, you literally feel your feet grounded on the floor or notice your breathing. 2, feelings. Noticing the pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral sensations that constantly pop up without our permission. It's like noticing that sudden, hot flash of annoyance when someone interrupts you and just watching it exist instead of instantly reacting. 3, the mind. observing the actual state of your consciousness. Are you laser-focused, or have you been completely zoned out scrolling on your phone for 20 minutes? Just observe it. And 4, principles or phenomena. This simply means observing how things actually work, how thoughts and emotions arise out of nowhere, stick around for a bit, and eventually just fade away entirely. By helping someone establish these 4 pillars, you're essentially handing them a comprehensive step-by-step toolkit to navigate life's inevitable chaos with actual grace.
Section 4 of the True Meditator's Mindset. Now, handing someone a toolkit is a fantastic first step, but they absolutely need to know how to use it properly. Let's move from the what to the how. You're probably sitting there thinking, okay, this sounds amazing. I totally want to encourage my family to observe their mind and body. But how do we actually do this in real time? What does it feel like on the inside when we sit down to do this work?
Let's look at how these concepts build a complete picture of the practice. On one hand, we have the required mindset, keen, aware, and mindful. I really need to stress this because meditation gets misunderstood all the time. This is not about spacing out, emptying your brain, or taking a nap on a comfortable cushion. The mindset required is sharp. It is alert. It's highly active. You are fully, 100% tuned into reality. But look at what this active state is paired with as the ultimate goal, to be rid of covetousness and displeasure for the world. You bring this intensely sharp awareness specifically so you can start dropping those heavy, negative burdens we all carry around. The burden of constantly craving what you don't have, that's the covetousness. Or being bitterly annoyed about the things you do have, that's the displeasure. You actively observe the present moment precisely so you can let go of those stressful attachments. That right there, that is the true meditator's mindset in action.
Section 5, the ultimate act of care. And this brings us right to the climax of this ancient teaching, the why. Why is this the absolute best way to treat our friends?
Notice how the text deliberately repeats the exact phrase we looked at earlier. Those for whom you have sympathy should be encouraged, supported, and established by you in the development of the 4 kinds of mindfulness meditation. Whenever an ancient text repeats itself, it's basically putting a giant neon highlighter over those words. The Buddha is deliberately closing the discourse by driving home the central thesis. True friendship, true support, doesn't just mean fixing someone's external problems, it means empowering them with the internal mental tools to find their own lasting peace.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. We've explored the who, the what, the how, and the why of the Mitta Sutta. The ancient wisdom is clearly laid out for us. But, wisdom is only truly useful if we actually apply it in the real world. So look at the people in your own life, your friends, your colleagues, your relatives. Who are you going to share your genuine sympathy and support with today? And more importantly, how will you go beyond the surface level and help them establish true, lasting peace of mind? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep reflecting, and I will catch you in the next one.